There's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. War's not the answer, for only love can conquer. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving. Oh, yeah, yeah. Take it lights, take it lights, take it sight, take it sight. Punish me with brutality. Talk to me, honey, so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Ooh.
1960s, 1970s, 1980s. Pray for the babies. What's going on? The world is going crazy. Thank God for how Mama and Marvin raised me. On the right track, we fight back and stay black. Bulletproof, speak truth and stay facts. Politically correct. From your town to Motown, I never broke down or spoke out for no right. If anything, I spoke up for your rights. So tonight's the night for me and Marv to get it on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Yes. Everybody thinks we're wrong. They do. But who are they to judge us? Simply cause our hair is long. People, you know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Pick it light, pick it sight. But don't punish me with brutality. Don't commit, so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Wanna know what's going on? All right. I wanna know what's happening.
Copyright disclaimer. Under
What's
Section
happening, my man?
107 of the Copyright Act of 1976,
What's happening, brother?
allowance is made
What's
for fair
happening?
use
What's
for purpose
happening?
such as
What's
criticism,
happening, brother?
comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Welcome to Blended Healing. Salute to everybody. Aggressive anger ain't gonna solve nothing. It ain't. When you say aggressive anger, because there's two types of anger, if you didn't know. So let me put you on to the difference between the two. Good anger is called healthy anger, and it's controlled expression of frustration that serves to communicate needs clearly and resolves conflicts constructively. Bad anger is uncontrolled. It's destructive anger that often involves aggression, blaming, and harmful behavior towards other people, leaving both parties feeling worse after expressing it. That's the difference. So if you wasn't clear about it before, now you are. So let's have a conversation about that anger ain't gonna fix anything, especially aggressive anger. We are often told that anger is natural, and it is. It washes over you when it's appropriate. But often anger is an emotion that tends to brand as an illogical, irrational, and unreasonable, no matter how warranted the anger may be. It's a natural emotion as a response to something that doesn't sit well within you. But how you navigate or oversee that anger and how long it is entertained could be the difference in moving forward and remaining stuck in this life that we have, with all of the challenges and hardships and pain that we're all going through at one point or another. Nobody's immune from life and the emotions of anger, but the mindset determines what the outcome is going to be. When I told you about that aggressive anger, it could be mm, it could turn to rage and it could be misplaced. But when you look inside of the good anger can deal with how you're treated, employment, the problems on your job, the loss of a loved one. That's different. That's a different type of anger that cannot be solved in some cases or bring peace in any of the matters in some cases. But with the good anger, you're able to get it out constructively and then try to come to a resolution. But when we harbor that aggressive anger, it ain't a good thing. That's scorched earth. That's like, I want to do physical or mental harm to you in the 50th power. It's mentally draining and physically exhausting. You see, that anger that goes unchecked can lead you down a dark path of depression, hindering you, so deep seated that you can't even recognize when something good comes your way. Kindness, all of the love, the comfort, all of that is gone when you're in that aggressive anger. It turns you cold and nobody's safe. When that anger just sits there brewing, it could be taken out on even the people that you love the most. It alienates you from any support that you may get. It separates you from loving your spouse, and you end up treating them like shit. Even your kids become targets of your wrath. And this dark path leads to abuse in a lot of different areas of your life. You got to get a hold of that aggressive anger. You could see the effects that it has when you're interacting with other people. But you have a tendency to overlook the effects of what it does to your body. I done told you all this before. It'll break your shit down from the inside out. Stress, migraines, high blood pressure, loss of hair, loss of appetite. Forget about your menstrual cycle. That's all off anyway. Fibroid tumors, you didn't know that, right? The strikes, all of that is all due to aggressive anger that's put on your body. Excuse me. I'm going to point you to some ways on how to redirect that aggressive anger and tap it down. Anger has never fixed anything. And though it's a natural emotion, it's one that requires control. Trust me, I have major anger issues all my life, but I have learned how to control it. Not completely, so don't trip. I'm not just angry because I'm a black woman. I gotta dispel that negative stereotype. I'm just saying. Because they always associate it with a black woman. When you being angry, it's not the case. Anybody has to take ownership of their anger issues. We can decide when we wake up in the morning how we going to manage our life for the day. So make sure you put anger on the table when you make that decision making. You feel me? Listen, let's talk about this. You see, we are all living a life from morning until night where we face situations where anger is so common. And it's the easiest response that we choose. How many times do you become angry in a day? Have you ever counted it before? How long does it take for it to pass? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered what goes on every time you have a bout of anger? Every second of anger or anger emotions causes the secretion of negative chemicals and negative hormones inside your body. I done told you this already. We just said it. It brings on all kinds of shit. But what I didn't mention is that it brings on insomnia, and God knows, even cancer in the body. That's keeping it a buck. Research it. Look it up yourself. The positive part of the mood of peace, love, and happiness that resides inside of you can remain low for many, many hours after the smallest bout of hatred, revenge, aggression, or any other toxic negative behavior. You got to remain in peace and positivity because it brings you down and taps you down. So let me give you some solutions on how to overcome anger. Number one, don't try to change what you can't change. Too often we try to change things in our life, situations, which are beyond our control. Things that go on in our life that includes all various different behaviors of people, which are not our desire and make us react negatively and with emotions full of anger when we cannot change a thing about that. We feel frustrated and you feel things are out of control. And at that point in time, you have to remind yourself that everything cannot go your way. Your desires in life cannot always go your way. The more you bring about positive change in your life, the more energy of your change will change the things that are around you in a positive way. So instead of wanting that particular person should have a particular quality or a particular situation to be more positive, fill yourself with that quality or that positivity and radiate it out to your environment. That way, you will accept and not expect, because expectations are the seed of all anger-filled emotions. You feel me? All right. I hope I'm not boring you, because this is education. Know what I'm saying? Number two. Number two, I am a source of infinite peace and love. Always remember that. You are all beautiful sources of peace and love, which you can experience all the time and share with other people. Where there is peace and love, the power to tolerate different types of people and situations is there on the inside of you. What makes it easy for you to remain calm and patient instead of reacting violently, hating someone and speaking against someone behind their backs or in front of them, in their damn face. Is a reflection of the lack of the sweet peace and love that you are full of on the inside. But you forget that. May I offer that you start your day with the following affirmation. I am a being of light, a soul full of peace and love. I visualize my spiritual form, a sparkling star at the center of the forehead. I radiate this light of sweetness to the world. If you can repeat that affirmation to yourself as many times in a day that you need, and slowly the personality of creating angry and violent responses will be changed to sweeter and more humble responses to people and situations. Forgive and forget. Have you ever spent a complete day thinking about another person's negative actions and giving them different forms in your mind, all of which you are not only negative, but hurt you internally. That hurt carried in your heart can become a source of anger at every step and make your mind violent. And this type of anger can spill out in different situations involving you and other people. And it's not necessarily the person who is the cause of the anger. To forgive and forget requires emotional strength. God knows. To respond with love and not react with anger is forgiveness in action. To forgive is to love unconditionally. To forget is to bring benefit to the self, because violence in the mind due to not forgetting harms the mind, body, and relationships. Only when you forgive can you forget. To forget, remember, everyone's original personality is one of sweetness, peace, and love, and a negative comment or an action of bitterness by someone is a result of acquired negative energy, which is temporary, in which the other person is trying to remove. Ashe, Ashe. Number 4, let go of the I am right consciousness. One of the most significant causes of anger-filled relationship is the ego. That I am right and the other person is wrong. The more the ego, the more the anger. Often people who are very moody in the family or at their work or always shouting at other people and seeing them as incorrect are the ones who are very egotistic. It's very common, and a negative shade of anger is sarcasm. To comment sarcastically on people's actions and to always think that you think and do the best and only thing that's right. But on the other hand, the person who sacrifices his or her ego will be very sweet and merciful in those interactions, even if the other person has genuinely committed some mistakes. To see others as innocent and not to be overcritical, there's a very simple practice, is to see at least one thing special in each and every person that you meet every day. And this type of positive vision makes you free from anger, even in the most negative of situations. You see people positively and not just focus on their faults and weaknesses. And number 5, remain stress free to become anger free. How many times do we have to identify all of the different types of negative situations and twists and turns that we have in our life that keeps us unsettled and stressed out? Stress is primarily caused by too many whys, what's, whens, and hows, which are questions in your mind. The more your mind is full of questions and unsolved problems, the more the mind will react in the form of toxic words and action. Problems will always exist, but your attachment to them and the impatience in waiting for them to get solved at the right time in the right manner leads to anger. Anger in many cases is just a form of bottled up stress which bursts open from time to time. Meditation and positive thinking as a result of practice of meditation are some common techniques to resolve the stress of the mind. Freedom from anger follows freedom from stress. And that's it, and that's all. I'm done. I'm done. So, listen, be well, stay safe. I say and deep out to each and every one of you. I hope this helps. I hope this helps. All right. I'll see you guys around. I'll say and deep out.
December, December, I remember December. December, December, I remember in December. Under the mistletoe, it's just different when I'm all alone. And I miss you when it starts to snow. And I don't want toys no more. I just want an open door, a safe place. Here's my anxiety, like a bone. Here's my body, touchable. I just want to be worth it all. Is that too much to ask? And I thought we could make it through the winter time. And the season's gone, all the leaves have fallen, and I feel like no one's home. And the season's gone, all the leaves have fallen, and I feel like smell of rosemary and thyme, but your scent is fair. But it was like seeing for the very first time. Now my heart is after what should have been done. I thought we could make it through the winter time. And I thought we could make it through the summertime. I saw a future in the wintertime, yeah. Sleigh bells and holly. Praying together over dinner time, yeah. Whole family singing carols. Fa la 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 la. I thought we could make it through the wintertime. And the season's gone, all the leaves have fallen. And I feel like no one's home. And the season's gone, all the leaves have fallen. And I feel like no one's home. And the leaves are falling, and the season's
Thinking, what did I miss? Guess I didn't make your Christmas list. I pictured us with kids and all that shit. Was trying to birth you a son like God did. Now I'm looking for the sun to fix it. Facing toward the sun like I give. Crying to the sun cause God is. Can Santa make me good enough? Can he bring me back your touch? Can he make you grow up? Love in December, like a coat I need your warmth in the winter. I just want your love in December.